Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Medici is a classic auction game by Dr. Rainer Knizia. To me, this might be his game. The one game I think of when I think of the game designer, I think of this game. And this game has been in print a lot and continues to get re-release after re-release after re-release. And the versions of it never looked all that great. It's kind of a bland game, and that might be why. It is a classic auction game, though. When people think about the classic auction games, this is it. So with this game, you're going to get a very streamlined game. It's a one-trick pony. You're going to be auctioning off these cards. You can draw 1, 2, or 3, and you're going to be auctioning them off. It's a one-time around. Everybody gets one bid. Highest bid wins. So if you're going to bid and you're early, make sure you bid what you want, and you're going to score based on what goods you're able to obtain that round. Very straightforward, and you're going to do it 3 times. It does have a Groundhog Day redundancy thing. It's like you clean up the board and you do it all again, and that's to minimize the luck that the game is going to have. Now, it is streamlined. It is very simple, but nowadays you see this as part of another game. You're going to do something else with the things that you bid. Here, it's very simple. You're just bidding, and you're gaining points based on what you win in those bids. Very clean, but leaves me wanting a little bit. Now, once again, this is an auction game. I'm not really big into auction games. The problem with them is, if you play with somebody new and you're experiencing this game, you're probably going to do better, which is fine. You want to get better at games, but that low bid or that stupid bid can really ruin the experience and knock off the economy altogether, and you're going to have that with Medici a little bit. This is a game from a different era. It looks like a game from a different era. It's very, very simple, but it may leave you wanting nowadays. I don't think it holds up as well as it used to, perhaps. But if you want just a straight auction game with this type of bidding, and you like to streamline, you like that doesn't have all the chrome on top of it, very simple gameplay, then this could definitely play for you. It is classic for a reason, as it is a very good design. It just left us wanting a little bit more. It wanted this to be part of a game and not the game, and that's where we stand out. Decisions are fun. You got to kind of know the value of things, what people are going to be wanting, and you're playing off of those people. There's a lot of these games out there. There's nothing about the theme or the gameplay that draws me into it. For me, while this is a classic, well, I can tell you still, check this one out. It's not for me, and it will be a purge. Here's Medici. This is the Rio Grande Games version. I did do a video of a comparison of this version and another one. If you want to see that, you're going to get a rule book, which we'll take a look at in a few minutes. These are going to be your player boards. Now, you're going to have quite a few of these. They're the exact same thing, just different colors. They're not the thickest of boards, but they do sit on the table. They don't move. You just put tiles on this. You don't even really need these, to be honest. You're going to have the board. The board is really just going to be a place to have the victory points and these tracks that will go up. It's kind of bland. These lines are kind of crazy, but it does keep track of everything as you're going up, and it's fine. Otherwise, you're going to get these little trackers. These are wooden meeples. These are fine. The tiles are fine. I mean, if you like this kind of artwork and stuff, they're thick. They're very nice. Rio Grande does some great stuff. And you're going to get a little bag in here. I also like that the advertisements come in here. I can go back and look and see. I mean, I remember some of these games like Gloria Mundi. I remember that. And Shadows of the Empire. And that was a really fun game when it came out. And some real classics in here. So I like going through this. The components are bland. You know, the colors that are used. I mean, these stripes are insane that they used. It's a product of its time, guys. That's about it. So here's a rule book. It's going to be presented in a lot of different languages. The font is going to be super small, and you have this like red border going around it. They had to put this boring guy up here for some reason. You're going to have contents. There's some pictures kind of here. There's not like components in the game, I guess. Setups here. You don't get a picture. You get a different number of tiles you'll be putting in. And this is the game. I mean, it's kind of weird how they organize this with just little small pictures here. I guess they were trying to fit in. It feels like they had a number of pages in mind, and they were going to squash everything onto it. Here will be the scoring that you're going to have as you go through. And there's an example of scoring here with some pictures here. I would like more pictures, a little bit more room for this to breathe into the game, some tactics to use, advertisement for another game that they were releasing. It's okay. I'd probably, you're going to learn this because of the simplicity of the rules, and the game isn't very difficult, but I don't think the rule book does you any favors.
each player is going to have a player board. You're going to play 3 rounds of the game. Each round, you have a maximum of 5 tiles you can put in here. So each round, you're going to pull out a tile, and you can do 1. You can stop there. You can pull out a second one, 2, or you can put out 3. But you're not going to put out more than 3. And what players are going to do is they're going to bid on these tiles. And you're going to be bidding using your money, which is going to be the victory points around the track. So there's not going to be no money in the game. Just keep track of your tiles here. So what players are going to do, everyone's going to get 1 bid, and the top bid, whoever has the top bid will pay their money, and then you're going to take these tiles. Now, you can never have more than 5. So if somebody was to put out another 3, you're kind of ineligible to do this because you can't ever discard any of these. So what you're going to do is you're going to fill this up. And then you're going to gain points based on the strength. The round is going to end when everybody but one person has filled up their tile. So let's say this is the only person that has it. Then what they'll do is they'll just draw random tiles until they're full. You're not going to have any control over what you get. Then whoever has the highest, depending on the number of players, you're going to get points or money. So let's say you're playing a 6-player game. Then whoever has the highest strength, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, would get 30 points. Second would get 20. Third would get 15, then 10, then 5, and then 6th place would get nothing. So there's a little handy-dandy chart here in the rule book that will tell you how many points you're going to get. Now, on this board, you're going to keep track of all your goodies. So, for example, if I had one of these on my supply, then I would move this tracker up 1. I've got one of these, so that will go up. I have one of these, this will go up. And I have one of these. And then whoever has the highest on this mark, so let's say green was here, yellow was here. So green's going to get 20 points, yellow's going to get 10 and 5, and you'll do that for each of these. You'll do this for 3 rounds. Whoever has the most money is the winner of the game.
Who should buy this game? Anybody looking for a simplistic auction bidding game? You want something straightforward, and this will definitely do it for you. It's a classic. It's a classic for a reason that's held up through the test of time. While it isn't something that we thoroughly enjoy, with the theme, the look, the blandness, and the gameplay, it was enough for us to get rid of. But I think it's going to play and has played for a lot of people over the years. Not every game is going to be for me, but definitely could be for you. Unfortunately, this one's a purge for us.